I hadn't seen a city for 25 years, until I brought a load of cattle into Melbourne from fattening country in New South Wales. I think my dog felt like I did, someone from another planet. I had to lead him or he would have been healing everything that moved. The last time I was in a city was when I came back from the big moustache war, the Kaiser Bill one. How different a world this is from mine, from the cattle on the plains and the hills and the quiet starlit nights. Here every tram and truck and car rushes like a mad thing, like steers in a stampede. A couple of days of this turmoil and I was glad to get out of it. I went to the sale yards to see and talk to men of my own kind. It was good to talk of scrubbers and polies and shorthorns, and to tell a few lies about our dogs and horses. I saw the cattle and read their history in their hides. Herefords, Aberdeen Angus, Shorthorns, the three main breeds of Australian beef cattle.
What am I offered? 21. Right. 21 and a half. Right, gentlemen, we will go to the next bed.
With the cattle sales over, my dog and I made for home, 2,500 miles away. We didn't go straight home. First of all, we went to Edinglassie station at Muswellbrook, New South Wales. Fattening country for the cattle which come from Brunette Downs, 2,000 miles away in the Northern Territory, where 50,000 shorthorns graze. Dawn in this rich country is absolute peace after the noise of the city. The stock horses are yarded and stalled, unrugged and fed, and with full bellies for man and beast, the day's work begins for that perfect working team, a man, a horse and a dog. The station broodmares run with their foals, the stock horses of the future. Our country produces some of the finest beef cattle in the world because the Great Plains of Australia are ideal for building fine beef. In mobs of about 1,300 head, these cattle have come to Edinglassie after 4 months on road and rail. They take the road as 2-year-olds and travel 2,000 miles to be fattened. The cattle are dehorned as calves in the Northern Territory to save damage in transit. While stockmen ride, other hands are harvesting lucerne, sowing oats, and doing all the other things which are part of the job of producing fat cattle. At the yards, they're drafting cattle for market. The Hereford is the most popular breed in Australia because he is hardier and a better climber than other breeds. He is suited to the plains or the hills. At the Aberdeen abattoirs, prime cattle are killed and the carcasses railed to Newcastle or Sydney to be shipped to English ports. The store stock travelled from the Northern Territory, where their forebears were sent as stud cows and bulls, to Edinglassie. We cattlemen breed from good stock and keep the quality of our beasts high. And so I fly homeward, over a land which nature has patterned in curious design. Already in my mind's eye, I can see Kamilaroi Station, my home on the Gulf of Carpentaria. But for me, home is not just a homestead with hawks circling above it. It is a cluster of buildings set in a vast property 200 miles wide and 50 miles deep. It is old Katie, the Aboriginal nurse, the stockman riding out to work. Home is a place of sunshine and blinding dust, where the stockmen brand the cattle from scrub and plain. Skilled men with hands like hide, who drove their beasts 1,000 miles to make more beef for London. Is where men ride easily behind the moving cattle, recklessly to cut out the calves, skillfully with the skill of men brought up to the music in the thud of galloping hooves, the crack of stock whips and the sound of droving herds. Home is where the stockmen ride in for tucker, damper and beef under a gum tree, a short spell in a hard-working day. The places where the cattle drink. Home is the river where the children swim and catch fish. Home is the wide sweeping countryside. I'm glad I saw the city again, but I'm glad to be going home, where there's room to turn a mob of cattle and a man can ride all day without seeing a house. So long as they want beef in the cities and overseas, I'm ready to jog along my own way, under the open sky of the country I know best.